press like, subscribe, notification. I really like this song. You say you don't need me, but yeah, you do. I'm gonna put it back a little bit. Okay, so look, there's a thief, there's hope, and then there's a scholar. All right, you say you don't need me, but yeah, you do. If I want to have been home, somebody would have stole your stuff. Okay. um, had you been here, none of this would have happened to me. Had you been home or something like that. Um, and this is the cheating shit right here, okay? Because the Seven of Swords is cheating. Someone could be studying for a test or something like that, and if someone hadn't been aiding someone, helping somebody study or whatever, they would have had to resort to cheating. Okay, you say you don't need me, but yes you do. Yes you do. Okay, I'm trying to teach you how to do this correctly, or giving you methods to where it's going to benefit you in the future, or when you're actually doing testing, people's testing your IQ, you can actually level up. It's like a little kid when they want to learn how to use the potty by themselves, but they need help getting up the toilet or something like that, but they don't want your help. They want to do it themselves. And you're just like standing behind, just watching them do what they do. I feel like sometimes love could be like that. People want your children. Let's just go on to people that do have children. When they're growing up, right? I'm assuming I'm talking to people that give a fuck about their children. If you don't give a fuck about your children, I'm not talking about you. I'm sorry. And there's nothing wrong with not having kids. I don't need that shit right now. What I'm trying to say is that patience that you have for your children when they're dating other people that you wouldn't approve of. But, if you come between how they feel, they're gonna make you the enemy, and you're just trying to help them out, like, baby, just get somebody that has a job, or baby, look for these kinds of qualities, and they're like, I'm not looking for a man or a woman that you could sleep with, or you could be with, or you could be in love with. I'm looking for someone that's for me, my person. So a lot of people, and this is, people from big families will say, sometimes you just got to let them figure it out. And it's sad when they come back to you and they're like, they cheated. Like, this is a parent, right? A grown ass man. Okay. Cause I feel like someone could be older, like in their 50s, 60s or something like that. And their grown child is coming back. They're crying because they're like, he cheated on me. I see somebody getting some tea or getting something that they're making something for them to eat or something like that. Look, they're coming in all crying. Also, this is a grown man that got caught cheating. Okay, he's going back to live with their parents. He's like, I cheated. I cheated. With who? They were just a friend, and now she's pregnant. And now my wife thinks I'm the enemy. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out like how somebody is. But I mean, they're supposed to cry. You're supposed to cry. If you're not crying or feeling any kind of remorse, I would say that you did this shit to her on purpose. I tried to buy her flowers. I told her the baby wasn't mine. And I'm laughing about it. I'm so sorry. It's just that I've heard a lot of shit before in my life. And it came down to a point where I just started fucking laughing. I don't mean to be insensitive in somebody's life. I'm sorry. I have to apologize sometimes because I gotta remember that not everybody's been through this shit that I've been through. And so as I sit here and I laugh, because life has been cruel to me. I've had those situations where someone was like, I didn't even know the bitch. Those kids ain't mine. And those kids, let me shut up. Because this kind of just pissed me the fuck off. And this is, oh, they're just a friend. Like someone's crying because they got somebody pregnant. I mean, obviously, this could be like a housekeeper too. A friend was going to help somebody clean the house. Oh no, there's a kid right here. You make your kid my enemy, or the kids think this woman is the enemy now because of how they got together. And I'm telling you, I've heard this. I've heard it all. Someone's trying to buy their children back with gifts too. If this is a grown person, let's assume your dad and your mom have recently divorced. Someone is messing around with the caregiver because this is what it looks like. Somebody's messing around with the caregiver. And you're finding out what happened. And you're finding out like the caregiver, because they could be a young caregiver. Mommy and daddy could possibly be rich here. And there's a baby on its way, the caregiver, and you could be the grown adult and you're like, what the fuck is this, dad? What the fuck is this, mom? I didn't know you could still get fucking pregnant. I feel like there's someone was in the military. Somebody comes back and finds out like mom and dad are getting a divorce. Why? Because dad got somebody else pregnant, because mom is pregnant with somebody else's kid. Yesterday, I had seen this TikTok, right? There's this TikTok, and it's supposed to be funny. It's these comics like seeing the irony of life, and the woman was like, "Oh my gosh, babe, you won't believe what happened. I guess the neighbor lady is pregnant by a Sancho, and if you don't know what a Sancho is, that's the side dude, and I guess the husband beat the fuck out of the Sancho. And I mean, and her man, she's telling this to her man, and her man's all beat the hell up, right? She's like, you would almost think that like the guy that he beat up was you. He's like, no, it wasn't me. I got jumped at the liquor store. I got jumped at the liquor store. He goes, she was like, but yeah, apparently she said like, don't beat him up. Yeah, I'm pregnant with his child. And he was like, well, I need you not to be going on cell phones anymore. I need you not to be looking at through cell phones anymore. There's nothing but nonsense in there. Don't be going through cell phones. And or don't be trying to watch that video, because I guess the other neighbor had a video of who got beat up, which happened to be the husband, right? Happened to be the husband. And he's like, I don't want you watching that stuff. As a matter of fact, I don't want you gossiping with the neighbor. Stay away from the neighbor. And us outside looking in, right? Because I'm a viewer, and I'm like, shit, couldn't have been me. I would have started socking that motherfucker up right then and there. But I don't condone violence. That's why I'm in a different state. That's why I have these platforms, because those kind of things race through my fucking head. When I'm like, if I was dating somebody and the motherfucker tells me, you know, that someone could possibly be pregnant, but it's all a lie and it's not mine. And no, it's another man's, blah, blah, blah. This gives me Love and Hip Hop vibes. And all the while, it's fucking true. And the accountability and the responsibilities and the due diligence of two people when they're married in a unionship, um, you get, you know, these affairs and stuff like that. Some people will never divorce you. Yeah, they invested way too much fucking money to fucking divorce your stupid ass. Whether you're a man or a woman, some people make way too much money, have way too much of a comfortable lifestyle to leave your dumb ass. We just gonna have to cheat and motherfucking peace. And I've seen it happen, dog. I'm not leaving you. But you do. Yeah, you do. And you say you don't leave me. But you do. Yeah, you do. It's really hard when you love someone to death. And I have to sit and watch while they sabotage themselves. I'm getting tired when we end up meeting. I want to help you with nothing but screaming. I see a wife going to go see the side chick. I'm not leaving him. You could have your kid, but our family ain't breaking up. I don't know what my significant other was doing, thinking they could step out on me. Also, I feel like someone knows why. Like, I will fuck up your life. I will fuck up your motherfucking life. You think you're gonna leave me after all these years? You think you're gonna leave me? You go ahead and cheat in peace. But one thing you ain't gonna do is leave me. You married the right one, that's for sure. My goodness, this story is juicy. I was like, well, shit. My goodness. Oh no. And you got to understand that that's some real shit. Okay? Some people are in arranged marriages. It's all beneficial. And if you're a grown adult and you're seeing two people going and there's no longer anything tying them down to this relationship and stuff like that, the kids are grown now, and you're watching I feel like someone's watching their parents fight, and it's becoming a thing where you're trying to compromise with one or the other. Like, dad, you got to let her have that. Like, you don't, no, I'm not giving her a divorce. Like, but dad, you cheated. You can't force her. You know what I mean? I'm not giving her a divorce. We made fucking vows, and that's where we're at. And then the mom, let's assume the mom cheated. Well, I don't love him anymore. And, but I'm not willing to let go of half of the things that we created together. I still stood by his side. I didn't work all these years to make his dreams come true. No, I deserve something. I don't care if I cheated. Did he tell you about when he cheated back in 1999 and 2000? And sometimes this is what it feels like to be a divorce lawyer.